Everyone, Namaskar, I'm Ronit and welcome back to my channel, The Bong Connection. Well, this is a very special video for you guys. I already told you that once I reach the 5000 subscriber mark, I'm going to make a very special video telling you all about a very special and important part of my life. And here I am doing that. First of all, thank you all my dear subscribers and viewers alike who has helped me reach this mark. It's a mark which I never thought I would reach in such a short period of time. For me, 1.5 years, like less than 1.5 years is a very short time. I mean, when I started off this channel, I never even thought that I would actually reach the 1000 subscriber mark, let alone the 5000 subscriber mark. So reaching this position has made me realize how much potential I have within myself. I didn't even know that I could do this. And yes, definitely it has given my confidence a big boost up. And thanks to all of you guys. Without you guys, I don't think this channel would have happened. When I started this channel, I was just thinking the main goal that time I had was like, if anyone comments and gives me a good positive feedback about what I'm doing, then only I will continue this channel, or otherwise I will not do this, because I didn't know whether I could actually react or I could actually give any kind of useful views or anything, criticisms. I just had this hunch inside me. I just opened this channel thanks to Jabi Koe, who is an amazing reactor, by the way. He's actually kind of a mentor for me. So that's why I followed his videos and I actually wanted to open this channel, and I opened it. I started making the videos and my god, the videos were so bad. If you watch my first few videos, you will understand the editing, the way I described the videos, everything, the whole background, music, everything was like in chaos. I didn't know how to adjust the camera angles, I didn't know how to do the editing stuff. I was very bad at describing things. I was very awkward in front of the camera. But as the days passed and as you guys started pouring your love and advice to me, I started understanding the little aspects of editing. And though I am not a good editor right now, I'm not the best editor out there, but still I think I am a decent one. You know, at least I can edit my videos and make them for you guys so that you guys can understand what I'm going to talk about. So yes, I have come a far way, and thanks to all of you guys, and you have been the pillars, the strong pillars, the strength which I actually needed. And we are now 5000 subscriber strong family. So thank you once again for making this happen and believing in me, trusting me, and taking out your time from your busy schedules just to watch me blabber for a few minutes, you know, and give the weird kind of expressions all the time. Well, this was about a congratulatory message. Let's talk about what I'm going to talk about in this video. This is a very important video, and as you have already seen in the title, it's the coming out video. Well, what does coming out really mean? Coming out all over the world, it means out when a person actually reveals his true sexual identity to the whole world. When he comes out from the closet and announces that he is a part of the LGBT community. So yes, I'm going to do that today. All this time you have been watching me, you have been actually watching my characteristics, the way I talk, the way I walk and do everything, and you have loved me for who I am, and I'm really happy that you did. And you guys must be thinking that why this guy is saying all these things all of a sudden. Well, because my true identity is like, I am gay. I'm G-A-Y gay, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm really happy that I am this, because I think it speaks. It is not something which you need to think as a different thing or a different characteristics of mine. It has been inside me for my whole life. I just understood it really late because of the kind of atmosphere and the kind of upbringing I had. But when I realized it, it hit me really hard. And being an Indian guy, it's really tough. It's really tough. If you know the kind of conditions we live in here in India, you'll understand that being a gay guy or a lesbian girl or a transgender man, anyone, you know, and anyone from the LGBT community is like a crime. Okay, you cannot live peacefully here. People will taunt you, they will mentally abuse you, if not physically. Physically also people get abused, but especially mentally. And they will make you feel inferior. They will make you feel like you don't belong here. And it has happened to me the minute I started going to school. I have been, you know, teased, I have been harassed like half of my life in schools for being a little feminine, for being a little soft. you know, for not standing up for myself, not, you know, fighting back, because I was not good at it. I've been a very emotional person, and all my life I have been hearing a lot of taunts and a lot of things. If you understand the word faggot, which is used as a slang in US or outside India, it's a very derogatory term, derogatory word, a very slang word for insulting the people of the LGBT community. Here in India, when a girl acts like a girl, when a guy acts like a girl or does be a little feminine, he's called ladies. लड़की लड़की ऐसा क्यों करता है? Why do you act like a girl? At that time, when I used to hear those things, I was deeply insulted, very depressed, and it really upset me. I didn't even know who I was. I didn't even realize that part, and I used to cry a lot because I didn't understand that. And as the days passed by, when I reached the puberty age, I started realizing that there are a lot of things which are very different inside of me, which was not really matching with the rest of the world. And I used to question myself again and again, why am I like this? I used to cry myself to sleep. I used to, you know, just curse God for making me like this. I used to blame him for making me so different. Why can I not be like the rest of the people, rest of the guys? Why am I not macho? Why am I not attracted to girls? And it made me scared to death. I mean, not getting accepted in the world, within my own friends or people, it was the scariest thing which could have happened to any guy. Trust me. And I know most of you guys already know about that, but still I want to talk about it. And after a certain point of time, after, you know, I think passing my boards, high standard boards, my class 12th, I started watching a lot of English films. Before that, I was not a big of Hollywood films. I didn't never understand the kind of English you guys use. So it was really troublesome for me. So I started watching English films with subtitles, first of all, because English was really tough for me to understand. At that point, I was not that fluent in English. But as the days passed by, I started understanding everything you said. And apart from, I actually started watching those films because I thought that you had a good storyline and my English will improve. But as the days passed by, as I started watching the films, I also understood that they have such amazing stories hidden inside. They teach us so much. And then and there, I actually stumbled upon a lot of films which actually talked about this LGBT community very openly and in a very mature way. And it gave me strength, it gave me courage, you know. And that was the time when I was going through the realization process. I totally understood who I was, but I couldn't accept it, and I was really afraid and scared to come out to the whole world because I was scared of getting rejected, okay, getting abandoned, which I would not, most probably because I have a lot of understanding parents and friends, but still, I mean, there is a sense of fear and you know, getting aloof from the people, so you're always scared. And that happened to me. I remember, you know, just juggling in my sleep here and there. I couldn't sleep because all night long I used to just have all these scary thoughts inside my head, that what would happen if I come out to my parents, what would happen if I come out to my friends, whom I should say, because I wanted very badly to share this part of my life with someone, and I didn't want to pretend, I didn't want to be someone else, and it was really tough for me to do that. And one night, suddenly, when I was having these thoughts, I just woke up from a sleep. It was like 1 or 1:30 a.m. I remember, and I decided to write everything down in my diary. So I switched off my lights. My brother sleeps beside me. I just woke up. I went to my table, my studying table. I opened my diary and I wrote everything down in English, in clear English. And the main thing, that I am gay, I wrote it in capital letters. I actually wrote it first because I wanted to make myself feel better. I wanted to disclose it. It was the first step for me. But then I thought, I actually want my parents to read this diary. I want them to know who I am. And I wrote it like that. And you will not believe what happened next. The next day, before going to my tuitions, my coaching classes, I actually told my mom that I have written something in my diary. If you can, if you get time, please open the diary and read it, and give me your feedback. And she was like, what are you talking about? Why, what have you written in the diary? I'm like, you need to read it yourself, I cannot tell you. So I went to my tuitions, and a whole day long I couldn't sit straight, I couldn't smile, I couldn't talk openly, because from inside I was so tensed, so nervous, so scared of what is going to happen. Then after returning from my coaching classes, I was like beaten so heavily. I was like, oh my god, what I'm going to do, what is going to happen, everything is going to change from now on. So I knocked on the door. My mom opened it, and she was behaving very naturally. She was behaving like nothing happened. So that made me much more scared and nervous, because I thought that maybe she didn't read the diary. So I don't know what was happening. So I just straight away went to my room and saw that my diary, where I kept it, it was not there. Okay, it was kept neatly on the bookshelf with the bookmark which I placed inside that particular place. It was also kept out, and I was like, what? If my mom didn't read the diary, who read it? And that made me much more scared. I was like so uncomfortable around, and I just wanted to know who read the diary, and even if they read, whether they have accepted me or not. And there was all these questions coming on in my mind, and I couldn't sit straight. And then came the time when we started having lunch that day, and after everyone had the lunch, they went away. Me and my mother were sitting face to face on the dining table, and suddenly she asked me, shot a question at me, and she asked me that, what have you written in the diary? And I was like, I stopped midway and that, yeah, whatever I have written. And she was like, what is it exactly? I mean, I don't understand. So I started to tell her everything. I tried to make her understand about the whole concept, about what I was actually saying, what that exactly meant. And she was very confused, very hesitant to understand. She couldn't believe everything, because she belongs to a family. She belongs to a certain era here in India where this thing was not a thing then. People didn't even know what this three-letter word meant. Okay, and I totally understood her. Okay, I made her understand in the best way possible. And the only thing she started saying that she started asking me a lot of weird questions. Okay, a lot of weird questions, but I was very patient. I made her understand each and every aspect. I had to go all the way through. And when she heard that I actually cried myself to sleep, she actually started crying, and I felt really bad at that time, because I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want her to cry, and the fact that she actually related to me, she could understand my pain, that was enough for me. And after that, she said that, if you want to go, what should we do now? Should we go to the psychiatrist or psychologist? I'm like, I'm open to any kind of options unless you guys are open to it. And I knew what was going to happen if we go to the psychologist, definitely, but still I wanted her to be happy. I wanted to give her that assurance. So she was like, okay, let me talk to your father first, and let's see what we can do. I didn't want to go to my father because I'm very scared of my father. If you see my father, you will understand. He's in the military. He was in the military. He's a retired army officer. So definitely you know how much am I scared of him. So I told my mother. I always do this. I always go to my mother first, and then she goes to my father and tells him everything. Anyways, they both conversed. They both talked about it, and then they actually wanted to know the whole story. So they consulted my brother, who is a doctor. He's my cousin brother. So because he would understand this. And one day I was sitting in front of my computer. I was doing some job, and my mom came to me and called me out and told me that we want to talk about this, so come down. So we had this family meeting. I could see my father sitting in the middle like a king, my mother like a queen on the right hand side, on the left hand, no, right hand side, and my cousin brothers standing there on the right hand side, left hand side. Anyways, and I was in the middle like a victim, person who has committed a huge crime, and I was like, yes, what do you guys want to talk about? And my brother started asking me the questions that when did you realize, how much have you gone far, how much have you thought about it, and stuff like that. And I answered all his questions, and after that he said a very beautiful thing. He said that, you know something, Rick, my nickname is Rick. So he said that, you know something, Rick, it takes a lot of gut lot of guts to come out to your parents first. Okay, it takes a lot of guts to do something like this, and I'm really proud of you that you actually came out to your parents first and not your friends. Okay, so don't worry about this, don't think much about this, just be happy as you are, just be who you are, and continue your studies and continue what you are doing, because it is nothing. This thing is nothing. It's not a big change, it's not a big thing. It's just a new way of seeing a life, and I'm really happy of who you are. Those words at that time felt so comforting. You cannot imagine what happened to me. I just wanted one person's recognition, and here I was sitting in front of 3 people who actually accepted me for who I am. And then he turned towards my father and said that, uncle, you don't need to worry about it. Everything is same, he's normal, it's not something you need to worry about. And my father was like, the only thing, my father was still confused, so he was like, okay, since you're lacking in this department, you should cover it up by studying properly. And the moment he said that, my brother retorted and he was like, no uncle, you didn't understand, this is not a disease, this is not lacking in something. He is fulfilled, he has nothing lacking, he's just a normal human being, just a part of who he is, his sexuality. It doesn't change the way he is, his character doesn't change all of a sudden. Okay, so and after that he made him understand, and he said very pretty embarrassing things as well, like in the future if he if Rick wants to bring someone to home to marry and stuff like that, you should be okay with it. And the moment he said that, I was like, okay, I'm out. The conversation is finished, all was going nice, why did you have to say that? I was like, let's go. I just ran away from there back to my home, and but after that everything became normal. From the next day, everything was normal. My father was acting like he acted, the strict father he was. My mother was like the sweet mom she is, and we became the normal family. And I know that till now it's really hard for them to grasp this whole matter. It will take a long time for them to totally understand this whole thing, but still I'm that happy that at least they have accepted me and they are happy with who I am. They are not hating me, and that is the biggest thing, that is the biggest strength you can ever get. If your family is with you, if the family is supporting you, backing you, you don't need anything else in this world, I'm telling you. And that was the happiest moment of my life, to be frank. And then I started telling all my friends, and though they were shocked and they didn't want to believe it, I don't know why. I mean, if you look at me, I don't know from which angle you see me straight, I don't know, but they were very shocked and they didn't want to believe. But most of them were like very cool, most of them were like, no, it cannot happen. And but most of them, all of them accepted me, and like we are a huge family and really happy. And now I'm in such a position where I don't really think about all these things. I'm in a very good position. You don't know how much, can't imagine how much happy I am, how much refreshed I feel. I feel like I'm a whole new different person all of a sudden. I have all these amazing opportunities lying ahead of me. I just have to reach out and grab them all of a sudden, and I'm at a whole new different phase of life. I'm really happy. I have been positive since then. I opened my channel. I actually opened my channel after I came out to my parents, and I came out to my parents when I was like 22, and I started this channel when I was 23, I think 23 or 20, yeah, 23, when I was 23. And from then on, there was no looking back. I'm a whole new different person. It has given me the kind of confidence I never thought I had. It brought out my potential, my capabilities to the front. I didn't even know I had these good communication skills. I didn't know I had leadership qualities. I didn't know how I had a big voice. I had a loud voice, though my friends say that all the time, but I didn't know that I could actually speak loud and present my views to the people. I can take my own stand. I can be the person who I want to be. Until now, this coming out has helped me in so many different positive ways you cannot even imagine. So this is to all my lovely subscribers and viewers who are watching this. Please be yourself. Don't pretend to anyone. Don't pretend in front of anyone that you are someone different. You don't want to do that, because the moment you start being someone else, you will not be living your life. You will not be who you are, and that is the biggest regret. That will definitely become the biggest regret of your life. and I don't think anyone wants to have any kind of regrets. I don't have any regrets anymore because I'm really happy in my own skin. I'm really happy to be who I am. Now if anyone insults me on my face, I'm like, yeah dude, I'm gay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to act that way. I'm like insulting myself in front of them, so I don't really feel that insult anymore. I don't feel upset on that level. I don't really cry myself to sleep. I'm always happy. I have these amazing thoughts, amazing people ahead, and you guys must be thinking that why didn't I tell you this big thing before I started my channel? Because of the kind of hate I will get. And I don't really care about what people think, but my channel would have not been opened in the first place. I couldn't have even started my channel if I definitely shut down, because the kind of negativity we have around in India, you guys don't have any idea. So I didn't want that to happen. I wanted you guys to see me as who I am first. I wanted you guys to accept me for who. Because I think if you have seen all my videos, I think I'm a decent person. At least I can make you smile. There are a lot of amazing compliments I always get. You guys say that you have a beautiful smile, you are a very good human being, you're very innocent from inside, you have a very good heart and stuff like that. It makes me really happy, and it will not change. It will not change from now on. I will not all of a sudden start acting gayish or in a different way. I will act or react on whatever I do. I will do that in the same way possible which I used to do before making this particular video. So don't think that I will change all of a sudden. This is just a part of me which I wanted to share with you guys, because you have become such a huge part of my family, and that's why I wanted to share this. And I just don't know whether you will take it positively or negatively, whether you're going to subscribe for my channel. Even if you are, doesn't matter to me. I don't give a damn, because if you are a true person, if you are a very good person, you will understand this and you will accept me for who I am. So guys, that was it. That's the 5,000 subscriber mark special video I wanted to make, and I talked a lot and I'm really happy. So yes, that's it for the video. If you guys I will not tell you to like this video or dislike this video or comment. Whatever you want to say, whatever you have to say, you can send. Definitely you have a lot of things to say down in the comment section, so yeah, definitely give your views, what you think, and keep watching the videos, and keep subscribing if you can, and unsubscribe if you want, doesn't matter. I'll be seeing you guys again. Until then,